Timothée Chalamet's recent Dune, Part 2 has already solidified him as one of the industry's rising stars, and while his upcoming movie won't be as massive as his more recent movies in terms of scope, it will still be another successful entry in his filmography. A Complete Unknown will see Chalamet as Bob Dylan, and the James Mangold-directed biopic will center around the folk legend's early days in New York City prior to achieving worldwide fame and recognition. Set photos for A Complete Unknown already show Chalamet's striking resemblance to Dylan, which bodes well for his foray as the musician. Although the biopic genre has proven to be commercially viable throughout the years, A Complete Unknown's chances of maintaining Chalamet's recent career trend aren't particularly high. Nevertheless, as demonstrated by many of the projects under Chalamet's belt, his movies tend to perform well with critics and general audiences even if they don't go on to become huge box office successes. With Mangold directing, and Chalamet already proving to look almost exactly like Dylan, A Complete Unknown still has a good chance at being successful despite breaking Chalamet's recent career trend. A Complete Unknown will break Timothée Chalamet's $500 million box office streak. A Complete Unknown won't make as much money as Dune, Part 2 or Wonka. Chalamet's last two movies, Wonka and Dune, Part 2, have both grossed over $600 million, which has only furthered his viability as a leading man. Furthermore, both movies would go on to enjoy critical plaudits from critics and audiences alike for being faithful adaptations of their source material, while also being innovative enough to be their own distinct projects. Although A Complete Unknown won't make the same kind of money at the box office, the story and level of talent associated with the upcoming biopic suggest it will still be a success. A Complete Unknown should still be a box office hit for Timothée Chalamet. Director James Mangold's previous biopic success bodes well for A Complete Unknown. Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash raising a glass in Walk the Line. Mangold is responsible for acclaimed movies such as Walk the Line, 3:10 to Yuma, Logan, and Ford v Ferrari, with two of them being biopics centering around influential figures. Throughout Mangold's career, he's proven to be a director who is excellent at telling stories centering around larger-than-life figures while also finding interesting ways to humanize them and keep the stories relatively grounded. In the case of 3:10 to Yuma, the story follows a poor rancher and a notorious criminal who forge an unlikely bond while being hunted by the latter's ruthless gang. Walk the Line and Ford v Ferrari show more grounded and intimate depictions of country legend Johnny Cash and racers Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles respectively. Furthermore, neither Walk the Line nor Ford v Ferrari had the kinds of budgets that Wonka or Dune, Part 2 had, yet they both grossed over twice their budgets while also enjoying critical acclaim. Even though A Complete Unknown faces the inherent problem of telling a compelling story about Bob Dylan without deifying him, Mangold's expertise in the biopic genre and Timothée Chalamet's recent performance in Dune, Part 2 suggest A Complete Unknown's success.